Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today we are going to go over all of the ways to earn CyberCents in World of Warships Legends for this Christmas update. As is, I guess, now tradition with the Christmas update, there is a complex level of shenanigans and chicanery about how to obtain the myriad of ships. This guide is going to serve as kind of two things. One, we're going to go step by step talking through what you can get for free, what you can get when you have the campaign, and what it's going to take to ultimately get the Lauria, the Capstone ship for this update. But we're also going to kind of use this as advertising because at the same time this video is going up, I am uploading my reviews for all three of the ships. So if you see one that piques your interest, you can go over, watch that video as well to determine if you really want to kind of go after any of these ships. So with all of that said, if you like guides like this, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we're gonna just dive on in. And, well, the theme of this update is a bit weird. Traditionally, the Christmas update is Christmas or holiday themed, but this year they chose cyberpunk, which is a bit odd, but it's a bit fitting because the way they've structured the monetization in this update, it's kind of like they woke up in their houses one day, or at least the monetization team did, and were like,
this house isn't made of solid gold. Corporate greed. Corporate greed. Corporate greed. Corporate greed. Corporate greed. Corporate greed.
So yeah, basically, in this event, there are 3 ships that you can purchase with the event currency. That event currency being CyberCents. The 3 ships are first the Duplex. It is a tier 5 French cruiser that you're seeing on screen now. Then for 10,000 CyberCents, you can get the D Pozarski, and for 17,000 CyberCents, you can get the brand new legendary SAP battleship, the Lauria. And well, let's go ahead and break down what you can get for those CyberCents and what you can get for free. So first off, if you play the game every single week of this update, there are a couple ways to earn a good chunk of CyberCents. The first one is head on into the store right now and pick up the New Year's present. That is going to contain 5,000 or 500 CyberCents for you. Then, if you just play the campaign without the Admiralty backing, you're going to get 3,000 CyberCents. Then, in the Neon Holiday Calendar, i.e. the daily calendar that is going on, there's 1,000 CyberCents available in that. And then finally, in the weekly assignment, you can earn 250 CyberCents each week. Multiply that out by the 6 weeks of this update, and that gives you 1,500 free CyberCents. So your total, as far as being able to earn in-game for free, is 6,000 CyberCents. Dupli would cost you 4,000 CyberCents overall, so you have a little bit of a buffer if you just want to go after the tier 5 ship. And it's not too shabby of a tier 5 if you don't have a tier 5 premium, relatively new to the game. I think Dupli will serve you fine. Then with that other remainder 2,000 CyberCents, I think you could easily pick up either accommodation or an insignia and kind of be relatively happy. So that's what you can get absolutely for free. Let's move on now if you buy the Admiralty backing. So if you decide, you know what, I want the defense, which, spoiler alert, I think is the best ship of this update, then, and you buy the Admiralty backing, you can get 4,500 CyberCents out of the Admiralty backing. That would bring up your total CyberCents earned for about $10 for the Admiralty backing to 10,500. And that's very convenient because the, I think it's Dmitry Pozarski, which is the second, the all AP cruiser for the Russians that is available during this update, which also is I'm going to say a fairly decent ship overall. I'm enjoying that one too. That one is 10,000 CyberCents. And honestly, I think that's where pretty much everyone should be. Don't spend any extra money on anything else. Buy the Admiralty backing, and enjoy what I think is one of my new favorite cruisers at legendary tier. It's definitely not the best, but it's fun and weird, and I like weird boats. So take that with a grain of salt. And the Dmitry Pozarski, which is a pretty decent all AP cruiser. That's what I would do. But if you have in your heart of hearts, you want the Lauria, well, that's going to cost you 17,000 CyberCents. And the only way to get additional CyberCents after that 10,500 is unfortunately through random bundles, or through the purchase of Spectral Vault 3.0 crates. I know, what a wonderful mouthful that is. Well, what are these crates? And the best way to describe it is they are Russian nesting dolls of crates. And they started this trend last year with the Santa crates. And this is where things get a little skeezy. Or I guess a lot of skeezy. I don't know. It doesn't feel great, which is why I'm not really advocating that you purchase these crates this year. Basically, you start at either level 1 or you can purchase level 3 crates, and within the level that you're at, there is a small chance for you to upgrade to the next level of crate. And ultimately, the main draw of these crates is to get to level 5, and that's because when you purchase, or when you get 14 level 5 crates, you will be guaranteed a super prize ship. And I guess we should now just go ahead and take this moment to go through precisely what is in these crates, because part of the draw for these crates is going to be for those people hunting for the super prize ships, and the other draw of these crate bundles is to get the CyberCents to purchase Lauria. And you could try to justify to yourself that, hey, maybe I get a air quotes free premium out of these vault crates, and that subsidizes the cost of Lauria to me. And that may be something you think. And this is where there's like two halves of me, where one says it's been very clear that, oh, and I should just say that the percentages to upgrade to get to the next step of each of the levels of the crates is either equal or worse than it was last year. So with that trend, this tells me one of two things, and I don't know which to recommend. Part of me says, well, if you're into the game right now, it's very clear which way the monetization has been going in this game, and I think it's only going to get worse every year. So if you think you want to do it, now may be the time. But that's not a great system. It should not be, hey, you should really do it now because, video game monetization is kind of down industry-wide, and therefore they're really squeezing us this year. So you should really purchase the crates. That just doesn't sound great to me. So that's why I'm leaning on just don't do it. But let's go ahead and just cover these results, because they get kind of icky and gross, and like I said, I just don't recommend them. So with a Spectral Vault 1.0 crate, you have a 20% chance of 375,000 credits, a 20% chance of 5,000 global XP, 10% chance of 2 promotion orders, a 9.5% chance of getting either red camos or blue Santa camos, or the new Techno Shield camos. You have a 9% chance of getting Spectral Vault 2.0 crate, a 1% chance of getting a Spectral Vault 3.0 crate, a 9% chance of getting 2 days of premium time, a 1% chance of getting accommodation, a 0.8% chance of getting a smattering of tier 6 premium ships, a 0.5% chance of getting 1 insignia, a 0.198% chance of getting some tier 5 premium ships, a 0.002 0.8% chance of getting a tier 6. Sorry. Previously, I said 0.8% chance. That was for tier 4 ships, not tier 6. Sorry. My Roman numerals were off there. And that's what you can get with 1.0. And if you manage to get your 1.0 crate to get you to a 2.0 crate, well, congratulations. You now have a 16% chance of getting 1.5 million credits, a 16% chance of getting 20,000 global XP, 11% chance of getting 6 promotion orders, a 10% chance of getting a Spectral Vault 3.0 crate, a 10% chance of getting 7 days of premium time, a 7% chance of, or a 21% chance, I'm just going to add them all together, of getting some sort of camos, a 6% chance of getting 10 promotion orders, a 2.5% chance of getting tier 4 premiums, a 2% chance of getting upgraded to the Spectral Vault 4.0 crate, a 2% chance of getting accommodation, a 1.4% chance of getting a tier 5 premium ship, a 1% chance of getting insignia, a 1% chance of getting a tier 6 premium ship, a 0.1% chance of getting a tier 7 ship, and if you manage to have pulled that 3.0 crate, which is what you would be buying in order to hope your way, or to get enough CyberCents in order to get a Lauria, you have an 11% chance of getting a Vault 4.0 crate, a 10% chance of getting 10 promotion orders, a 9% chance of getting 2 million credits, a 9% chance of getting 10 days of premium time, a 9% chance of getting 25,000 global XP, a 7% chance of getting accommodation. I hope you're getting tired of this, because this is part of the strategy that they use to sort of wear you down into not wanting to look at all of this. But basically, a 11% chance of getting an upgrade crate, a 4% chance of getting a tier 5, a 3% chance of getting upgraded to the 5.0 vault, a 6% chance, or a 3% chance of getting a tier 6, a 2% chance of getting a tier 7, and a 0.1% chance of getting a tier 8, and a 0.05% chance of getting a super prize. And these are guaranteed. If you open 39 of them, you are guaranteed a tier 7 premium. Just not on the super prize ships. And then if you get to 5, that's where things get decent. This is where you are not quite guaranteed a ship. You have a 17.5% chance of getting a tier 6, a 15% chance of getting a tier 7, a 14.5% chance of getting 5,000 dubs, a 12.5% chance of getting a tier 8 premium, and a 10% chance of getting a premium, of getting one of the super prize ships. And if you get 14 of them, then you get one of the super prizes. And overall, let me tell you, last year I gambled hundreds of dollars away. And thankfully, I was able to pick up the ships that I wanted after hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But doing this is not profitable. It will not lead you to success. And I would not recommend it, especially if, you care about anything else. I just justify it to myself because I'm like, well, content creator for this game, I should probably have Lenin and Jean Bart. And it took so much money in order to acquire them. So I don't recommend that whatsoever. So, good luck. Now, in order to get Lauria, to get that remaining money, you will need to get 7,000 or 6,000. You'll need to get 6,500 CyberCents. And the best way to do that, the way I can figure, is basically, if you break it down, for the majority of the bundles, it's going to cost you 5 doubloons for every 1 CyberCent. The only way to get a better deal, a better conversion rate on this, is if you buy the 22,500 doubloon bundle. That will give you, it will cost you 4.5 doubloons for every 1 CyberCent. So, half a doubloon improvement. So the cheapest way that I figured to get this all together would be to buy the 10 and 20 Spectral Vault 3.0 bundles. This will end up costing you 35,000 doubloons, or 11.5K doubloon bundles plus an additional 2,750 doubloon bundle, which is, for me, it would cost me 130 American dollars in order to pick up our Lauria. I'll tell you, it's not worth it. If you have a little bit of extra money to spend, I would pick up the 150 doubloon bundle, $150 47,000 doubloon bundle. The only reason I'm saying that is the cost per doubloon works out in a lot better, and your overage you can kind of just stockpile for the rest of the year to buy campaigns out if that is something that you are going to want to do. Now, one other thing I guess we should talk about, if you want all 3 ships, because some people are collectors. If you wanted all 3 ships that are available during this event, you would need a total of 33,000 CyberCents, and 22,500 of those would have to come from bundles. To do this, I broke it down. Basically, you would need to have 102,000 doubloons, and you would just constantly buy the 22,500 30 cyber bundles in order to do that, and that would bring you up to a cost of $340. So yeah, I'll be honest, not worth it, folks. Not worth it. Like I said during the middle section, if I were you, I would go out, buy the Admiralty backing, get whatever I get throughout the campaign, and then probably only pick up Dmitry Prosky and be happy with that. Lauria, not really a ship that I've found enjoyment with, but hey, that's up to you. Anyways, guys, if you like videos like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.